Death Has a Shadow is the series premiere and the first episode of the first season of Family Guy. Written by series creator Seth MacFarlane and directed by Peter Shin. The episode aired as a sneak peek on Fox in the United States on January 31st, 1999, following Super Bowl 33. So I gotta say that this episode sure is an awesome start of it. Yeah, what a good start to have a series existing on Fox. So, yeah, let's get on with this shit, peeps. Okay, in this episode, Peter Griffin lost his job after drinking too much at the stag party, causing him to fall asleep at work. Okay, so this episode was first overall to be animated by Film Roman Incorporated and Sunwoo Digital International through its animation division of Graham Seam Animation Company. Okay, so the plot goes this. As Lois prepares dinner, or rather start the fucking introduction before it. Yeah, the Griffin family were watching TV together in the first appearance, where those two kids got caught. Where they watched TV about some boy got caught smoking cigarettes and being punished at the Snake's Pit. And then another kid, also been punished for tattling on her brother by earning a day at the fire pit. Damn. Sure some fucked up shit right here. Okay, as Lois prepares dinner, Stewie puts the final touches on his mind control device, only for it to be taken away from him. Who will not allow toys at the table? Later, Peter asks Lois for permission to attend an upcoming stag party. After he promises he would not drink alcohol, Lois allows him to go. However, Peter forgets the promise to Lois and plays such drinking games as Drink the Beer. So yeah, looks like Peter Griffin won. You want to know what he won? Another beer! So he's going for a high score, but some drunk-ass son of a bitch just got the high score by peeing on the clock. Hey man, your clock won't flush! Okay, the next day, he goes to work with a hangover and falls asleep on a job as the safety inspector toy factory. Yeah, Peter misses dangerous objects such as butcher knives, a surge protector, gasoline cans, razor blade, a porcupine, a toaster with forks inside, and plug-in water. Well, holy shit, this is bad. This is why you do not drink and go to work on the next day while having a hangover. You should have called your boss that you can't make it in today because you're sick or you're fucking aching. It's plain and simple. The company receives bad press after releasing unsafe toy products, and Peter Griffin is promptly fired by Mr. Weed. Ah, jeez, but for how long? Okay, at dinner, Peter breaks the news to his children but decides to keep it from Lois. He tries different jobs such as cereal mascot. I'm cock up for Cuckoo Puffs. Oh, damn it, take 26. Should have said take 69. And sneeze guard, but fails miserably. Take it outside, lady. So Brian pressures him to tell her the truth. But all he manages to do is tell Lois how fat she is. Peter insists that Peter must look out for his family's welfare. With the word welfare in his mind, Peter soon applies for government assistance at a welfare office. A processing error creates a weekly check for $150,000, which is based on a remark former President Ronald Reagan made of a woman called Linda Taylor from Chicago, Illinois, calling her a welfare queen by making assumptions of earning such proportions from government benefits in 1974. Yeah, telling Lois he received a big raise. Peter spends his money on many foolish and extravagant things such as renting the Statue of David, treating Meg to cosmetic surgery, and even going so far as to surround his house with a moat to protect him from the Black Knight. Yeah, I would like to have 6,000 chicken fajitas, please. I'm sorry, what was that? 6,000 chicken fajitas! And a sausage McBiscuit, please. It's pronounced fajitas, peeps. Unfortunately, Lois is given the welfare check by the mail lady and storms at Peter for lying to her. Peter decides to return the money to the taxpayers by dumping it from a blimp during the Super Bowl 33 show with Brian. After the commotion they are immediately shot down. Whoa, ass ahoy! Eventually, Lois receives the bad news and goes to court, still angry at Peter for lying to her in the first place. After Peter apologizes for lying to Lois and accepting the money instead of reporting the welfare error, the judge sentences him to 24 months in prison for welfare fraud. Lois tries to explain he is not that bad and she loves him and insists that no matter what, she'll always stand by her husband. The judge agrees and sends her to jail with him. Oh, hell no, what a twist! Stewie then whips out his mind control device and forces the judge into letting his father go free and get his job back. Alright, thanks to Stewie Griffin, their lives are back to normal. So later on, Peter states that he has learned his lesson and will never commit welfare fraud again. Instead, he is going to try for such things as minority scholarship, a sexual harassment suit, and a disability claim. Ow! Yeah, way to give yourself a concussion at the end, Peter. What the hell was that? Well, here's a trivia about the first episode of Family Guy. The basis for Death Has a Shadow, as well as Family Guy as a whole, was Seth MacFarlane's thesis film The Life of Larry, created in 1995 while he was a student at the Rhode Island School of Design. A sequel conceived in 1996 called Larry and Steve, which aired in 1997 as a segment of Cartoon Network's world premiere Toons. Both shorts caught the attention of Fox, who contacted Seth MacFarlane in 1998 to develop a series based on the films. Hand-drawn pilot was created by Seth with a budget of $50,000, which led to the series being accepted for production and the pilot being remade and extended into its broadcast form. Critical responses to the episode were mostly positive. According to Nielsen ratings, it was viewed by 22 million views during its original airing in the US of A. In the 10th season episode, Back to the Pilot, which premiered on November 13th, 2011, Stewie and Brian go back in time to the events of this episode. Wow, talk about fucking memories here. Okay, in a 2008 review, Hassan Hack of IGN rated the episode an 8.9 out of 10, praising the integration of humor into the episode's storyline. He noted that the episode was a very strong start to this long-running classic series, and revisiting it serves as a reminder that, unlike many other television shows, there are very few awkward moments and much of the show's brilliance is immediately apparent. Okay, Robin Pearson of the TV Critic gave the episode a mixed review, rating a 67 out of 100, calling one of the most densely packed pilots in television. He mentioned that it was entertaining, but said there were many jokes that followed to the quality does not win out over quantity, saying he compared Peter to Homer Simpson, and he compared the show to The Simpsons and King of the Hill. I see. Yeah, that episode was watched by 22.1 million people after the Super Bowl. So talk about a fucking bonus for anyone who loves watching football.
Family Guy has one of the best pilot episodes right from the start. I like the part where Aunt Jemima shows up outside of the Griffin house and Peter lost the musical contest where he said all that his bull and the audience applaud before he could finish his sentence.
Way to end January 1999 with one of the best animated shows on Fox that Seth MacFarlane ever given us after Super Bowl 33. I can't even forget about Peter throwing the statue's penis to Mr. Weed's window and named it Eduardo.
The funniest part of the Death Has a Shadow episode is that Peter mispronounced fajitas as 6,000 chicken fajitas, Peter telling that Lois is getting kind of fat, and blew too many takes of Cocoa Puffs.
What an awesome episode that Family Guy started with. These cutouts are hilarious, like Peter gave one lick of one of his favorite ice cream flavors and instantly got drunk, drinking wine at church. Peter never farted until he was 30. Oh, these comedy hijinks really laughed my ass off, especially the one where Tom Hanks says, "I have AIDS." Ha 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 ha, that's just too much.
So in conclusion, my fellow peeps, I recommend the very first episode of the very first season of Family Guy entitled Death Has a Shadow. If you don't like that episode, well, that's fine with me, because I recommend watching it on streaming devices that had anything to do with this show. Yeah, either that or on DVD, Blu-ray, or Kiss Cartoon. Trust me, this episode is a lot more worthy, just like the classic ones.